You know, in the dark corners of the internet, the battles aren't fought with fists. They're fought with receipts, with screenshots, and sometimes with audio clips. We're about to dive into a story from the social app Clubhouse, where a simple online beef spiraled into a live, public confession of a real-world crime. And it all starts with this, an urgent call to action. You can just feel the tension in the digital room. A user named Curtis is calling everybody in. He's signaling that something big is about to go down. This isn't just random drama. This is a planned event, a trial about to unfold live for everyone to hear. So let's talk about the man at the center of it all, Curtis. He feels like someone's been crossing the line, messing with his name, and now he's ready to hit back. But he's not just flying off the handle. No, he's methodical. He's about to present a piece of evidence that he thinks is going to change everything for his target. In this, right here, this is Curtis's whole philosophy. He doesn't see this as some petty fight. For him, this is a necessary retaliation. He's a patient guy, but he believes that when you cross a certain line, the response has to be absolute. And in his mind, his target is lined up and he is about to take that shot. And look at this. It shows you just how calculated this was. A 4-step plan designed for maximum damage. He's not just dropping a bomb and running. He's setting a stage. He makes sure the target is listening, he gets a crowd of witnesses, and only then does he present his case and let the court of public opinion do the rest. So, to really get why Curtis is doing this, you have to hear his backstory. He talks about being a kid learning the hard way that you gotta fight your own battles. That experience basically forged his entire worldview. You can't depend on anyone else to protect you. You have to stand up for yourself, period. Okay, so the stage is set. Curtis has his audience. It's time for the evidence. He's about to press play on an audio recording, a private conversation that was never, ever meant to get out. And what's on it is a complete bombshell. The recording starts and we hear a voice from a woman named Miss, and she just casually admits that she got into the private account of another woman named Aubrey. Then she explains this really cruel nickname she's been using online, a nickname based on Aubrey's private medical history. And it just gets so much worse. Miss then lays out step by step exactly how she did it. She used a piece of info to find Aubrey's pharmacy, created a fake account, and got full access to her entire prescription list. And then she just starts rattling off these incredibly sensitive medications for things like schizophrenia. And then you hear this. A sudden flicker of paranoia. It's like the weight of what she just confessed hits her, and she says to the person she's talking to, "Okay, don't record." She knows in that moment that what she just said crosses the line from petty online drama into something way more serious. But the response she gets is just chilling. "Why would I record you?" Of course, we all know the devastating irony, right? The entire thing, every single incriminating word, is being recorded. She walked right into the trap. The clip ends and the clubhouse room just erupts. People are stunned. Because what they just heard wasn't just some nasty gossip. It was a straight-up confession to a federal crime. And the fallout was immediate. And just so we're clear, what Miss just described isn't just a betrayal, it's a HIPAA violation. That's a federal law that's supposed to put a steel wall around our private health information. And to tear that wall down, to illegally access and then weaponize someone's medical records, that comes with massive fines and even jail time. The stakes of this little online war just got terrifyingly real. And the reaction from the crowd was instant, and man, it was unanimous. All the fun and games of online beef just evaporated. It was replaced by this cold, hard legal reality. People were immediately telling Aubrey to sue, calling Miss a criminal. Just pure disgust. The court of public opinion had reached its verdict, and it was guilty. Now, usually, in a crisis like this, you'd expect friends to jump in and defend you, right? In the lingo of this world, you look for someone to windmill for you, to come out swinging on your behalf. But for Miss, there was just silence. And this slide just lays out the brutal math of these online spaces perfectly. On the left, the expectation. See, Miss was known for being that loyal soldier. She was the one who would always go to bat for her friends. But on the right, the reality. When she crossed a line that no one else was willing to touch, crickets. Not a single person came to her defense. It just goes to show you, loyalty online can be a mile wide and an inch deep. The judgment from the community was just savage. Her loyalty, it turns out, was a one-way street. On this digital battlefield, when you make a mistake this big, your alliances just disappear. She crossed a line that nobody was willing to cross with her. So you think it can't get any crazier, right? Wrong. Curtis reveals he has more evidence. Another clip, and this one, he says, shows just how desperate Mrs. Life had become. And in this next recording, you hear Mrs. Voice again, and she makes this absolutely stunning statement. It sounds like she's at her wit's end, and she reveals this plan to make money that seems like an absolute last resort. And then the conversation just takes this completely surreal turn. The person she's talking to doesn't even sound shocked. Instead, they come back with this bizarre suggestion about targeting nursing homes. It's a moment that just perfectly captures the strange, desperate, and just darkly funny reality of her whole situation. And with that, the public trial is over. 2 clips, 2 shocking confessions, and a life completely turned upside down in front of a live audience. It is a powerful reminder that on this battlefield, justice is swift, it's public, and it is permanent. Curtis gets the last word, and his closing statement is really the moral of the whole story. It's blunt, it's simple, he set out to prove a point, and as far as he's concerned, justice was served. The message couldn't be clearer. Actions have consequences, both online and off. So that's what we're left with. A fight that started with words in a chat room, ended with a confession to a federal crime, broadcast for the whole world to hear. And it really forces us to ask the question, in this new digital world, where is that line? Where does drama end and a crime begin?